we in the Caribbean often don't do what it is we need to do to create, support, provision necessary organizations until the crisis hits. We come at the back end and we say we should have, and then we put it in place after the event has happened. I use CDEMA as an example. It is difficult to get countries, some Caribbean territories, to make their commitments to CDEMA, their financial commitments to CDEMA. And people tend not to recognize the importance of CDEMA until they need CDEMA. CDEMA is another CARICOM agency. It's another agency out there that you want to put in just what it is that you have to put in because that is your agreement, not $1 more. Sometimes the organizations have to beg to be funded. They operate on shoestring budgets, never getting the full commitment year upon year. But then when the disaster hits or the reason for that organization comes to the fore, we expect that organization to deliver as if they were the best funded, best provisioned, and best organized organization in the world. Our criticisms for the shortfalls of our regional organizations are unfair because in many instances we do not give them what they need to actually put themselves in the position to deliver upon the promises or to deliver upon their mandates. Our responsibilities, therefore, as participating states are, as articulated in the Regional Disaster Support Doctrine, to provide the resources to be able to support the RRM in its execution of efficient and effective coordinated responses to any participating state requiring such assistance. However, we cannot discharge this duty if our own house is not in order. In order to fulfill our mandate, we must continue to build up our own national disaster management capacity, ensuring that we invest in our national emergency management systems and our national disaster offices, as our ability to support any regional response is predicated on the ability of our own national mechanisms to do so. This investment in capacity must include the development and testing of plans, practical training exercises, and resourcing and capacity building, as a strong national level response structure will result in an equally strong regional or sub-regional response structure. The foundations must be strong, otherwise the house will fall down. I wish to propose that the RRM takes fresh guard and seeks to retool itself for this complex multi-hazard and multi-state threat environment which we're increasingly and obviously being exposed to, where the RRM may have to respond to not only multi-state impacts, but also impacts on multiple islands within a single state structure as well. In order to future tool the RRM, participating states will therefore need to review their national allocations and finance appropriations for national readiness. Disaster offices and national emergency management systems of each member state must be adequately financed, equipped, and resourced to provide the first-line humanitarian support and disaster relief or response intervention at a national level, which, if required, could transition to a regional intervention. This is like house insurance. You invest in it, and you hope you never need it. But when the time comes, you sleep better knowing that you have shutters, hurricane straps, generator, and the best homeowners all-risk policy that you can buy. When we skimp on our insurance and our preparations, we do so at our own risk.